Enthusiasts are going to pack a local bridge to help take on a world record attempt.
New Riff Distilling will host the world's biggest bourbon toast tomorrow on the Purple People Bridge. And here to tell us more about the big event and the new bourbon is founder Ken Lewis. Ken, thanks for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
World record's not a bad thing to have. Are you going to have enough bourbon to go around?
We've got enough bourbon. We're planning for a big crowd, and we encourage everyone to come down. The gates open at 5 to the Purple People Bridge, and the toast will be at 5:30. So it's going to be a big celebration about bourbon.
Now, this is to coincide with your first bourbon that you've been aging for a while now.
That's right. It's been over 4 years patiently waiting for the magic of the barrel, and we're finally bringing out our bourbon. So it's a huge week for us. But in addition to being the world's biggest bourbon toast, it's also a celebration of bourbon tourism for Greater Cincinnati. Yeah. That is a big economic deal. And there is no reason we're going to all pull together, both sides of the bridge, and make bourbon tourism big. It's a huge economic engine for Greater Cincinnati in the future.
Well, we know what the Bourbon Trail has done really for the entire state of Kentucky and everything else. So to be involved with that boom has got to be, it's just got to be an exciting time to be unveiling your bourbon.
It is an exciting time. It's a good time. We've waited patiently for 4 years, but we're also excited about the possibilities for Cincinnati because actually a majority of the people going from out of state to the Bourbon Trail come through Cincinnati. They go down the 71, 75 corridor. We're working with people on both sides of the bridge to capture that tourism. And CVG, of course, is the best airport in the region. Non-stops, low fares. So we really want to boost and grab our share of bourbon tourism.
Okay, you've thrown your hat into the ring, but this,
we sure are.
Let me tell you, this is a very exacting ring that you are joining, and you're essentially comparing yourself with guys who have done this for like generations.
That's
that
true.
Sort of thing. Talk about the exacting standards to which you have to distill your bourbon.
Great question, and that's true. I mean, it's a very competitive world. The heritage distilleries of Central Kentucky make great product. Yeah. And we're a new riff on an old tradition. We're not trying to supplant anyone. We're simply putting our tweak, our riff on the great bourbon tradition that comes before us. And we're all about quality and all about bringing bourbon to Southern Ohio and Northern Kentucky.
For true bourbon lovers, how would you describe your bourbon?
Well, we're a rye-centric distillery. That means our second grain is rye. It's a high rye content. Rye brings spiciness and boldness, fulsomeness, good mouthfeel. It's a bourbon. It's a, how do I want to put it? It's not a bourbon for wimps. It'll stand up to your Manhattan and it'll make an impression on you. So it needs a little water. We're coming out at bottled in bond, which is the highest possible standard you can have for bourbon. It's an act going back to 1897. And we're making that our mainstay. It's our baseline, where other distilleries, it's just a little bit of their production.
Okay, you've thrown down the gauntlet. There are those of us who will have to have it neat now that you've said you need a little water with it.
Okay, you might need just a little. It brings out a lot of aroma and esters, and you just give that a little thought.
No, I can't. If I give it thought, I won't do what I need to do. After the toast, obviously, you're going to have lots of it on stock at your place there.
We are. Our bourbon goes on sale Wednesday, August 1st at noon at the distillery only, and it'll be in stores and bars and restaurants all over Ohio and Kentucky September 1st.
Excellent. Okay, and details on the record-breaking attempt here, the Big Bourbon Toast World Record Attempts tomorrow. It'll be at 5:30 on the Purple People Bridge. Head to local12.com and just click the Get It tab for more details. Ken, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much for having us.
And best of luck with everything.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's check weather now.